have for you? What messages are coming through for you? Leo. Okay. You're waiting on some sort of news, information, something that I see you've been patient, starting to feel impatient about as well. There is something that's coming in, some sort of message or communication that I see you are feeling very positive about as well. And when this does come through, you know how to set something for, like something is going to start to go forward here. There are clear plans that you have. There's something here that you are on a vibration, on a level of vibration that really speaks to you, understanding how to stay in that vibration of positivity. This is what I'm seeing here. Yes, there's been clouds of negativity around and whatnot, but you're becoming very conscious of that, very aware, very, there's something you've gone through, some sort of awakening, Leo, is what I see. So things are responding to you now. You're starting to have a response from the universe, from things that matter, for things that, you feel for some has been a long time coming, but I also see some things have caused you confusion, and with that confusion, sometimes you may hold on to it and try to get to the bottom of it. It does show me whatever this confusion is. Sometimes it's caused certain delays. If that resonates with some of you, but things are becoming clearer. There is something here that needed to be polished, something that you just need to take care of and polish, like make it clear so you can almost see yourself in it. And I think that's the whole point. You could have something that you've been working on, but you've been getting lots of signs, perhaps that you didn't see before, to tell you that you must take care of it. It's not necessarily just going to take care of you. Something that, like, for example, say you've had something for a really long time and it's built up a lot of dust, and there's it's like it wants to be cleaned, it wants to be clear, and then you see how beautiful it is and shiny, and it really changes the whole feeling of it. It really changes how you feel towards it as well. The response both ways is different, and there's an appreciation, that's just an example. Whatever, like, it could be anything. It could be a project you're working, it could be a relationship. Sometimes there are warning signs that we ignore, and we think, oh, okay, it's just a normal thing, and it becomes a habit rather than something that is actually there's something that I see universe has been calling on for you to look at it, work on it, clear it up, clean it. Goes both ways, of course. It does show that it's very much in your hands, and you could do that easily. And what happens is that there is something that is evaporating, like the confusion, the distractions, that certain obstacles are being removed, because you're looking into something where you're like, no, you know what? I choose to go forward clearly, and with nothing clouded over, no dust. You know what I mean? I choose to clean this up and for me to be free. So this is really good. I do see you doing things your own way, and there is something that feels very prosperous that is coming in, that you're going to. Well, I do see something you may have to compromise on, but it's all good, Healthier lifestyle is what I'm seeing, and there's something about a property as well. Like, I see, maybe this is something specific. You having. You're either going up on the ladder, or like of properties, or you live on a floor that's high up. Very, very specific, but it is there. I do see that as all this is being worked on and done, things will come in a lot in a bigger way. Things will come in. Yeah, that's what I see, in a bigger way. Okay. All right, we get the Six of Cups. The Empress. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, I'm actually glad that came out. I'm glad that came out. That's a perfect confirmation to what we were talking about. We don't want to be stuck. We want to grow in our abundance. We want the fruits of our labor to be paid off. So instead of we think everything is hunky dory, but then it's like no, some things will stop and things will appear that you don't want to appear. Feeling like you are trapped, but you are not. You just need to go back here to the Six of Cups, back to something from before that started off very beautifully, and to make it beautiful again. I really hope that makes sense. There's a very strong connection here that you have, very strong soul connection. So the message here is not to be passive. So there's an energy from the Baileys too. There's something about a warning to not be passive about certain things that are quite important. But you are, I see, awakening to this, being very, very aware to this as well. There is something that, I also see your independence growing as well. Things that you've always, something that you cared for deeply, something that you enjoy doing. I do get singing for some of you, or music, something music related to violin also. You get to live in a bigger way. I keep getting that message of big and large, I mean, that's all relative, of course, but you're happy knowing that you are, in fact, free to do so. And you're planting certain seeds that I see will start to grow fruitfully when you are free from certain chains that don't need to be there. The Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. Looking at things very clearly, there's something that perhaps subtle changes will make the biggest changes also, is what I'm seeing here. You're going forward and saying what you mean. Maybe not everybody will be happy about that, but you cannot please everybody, and that's okay. That's more than okay, actually, because there's certain things that you will realize there's no place for anymore. Or like bending over backwards and not receiving that sort of appreciation of somebody meeting you halfway. So, and you're able, I see from here the Five of Swords, things are going to come out very clearly for you in terms of people's true colors, the situation. And what I see, Leo, is that you are going to be less bothered by those things and overcome that, something that you are reaching for. I see you reaching, receiving, getting it, the Chariot. I love that for you. How much do I love it? So much here with the Chariot. Look at that. You're going forward. Look at that. Great confirmation. Yes, you're marching here towards your victory. And good for you. Whatever it is that you have done, that you've chosen to do, because you've created something small to something big. Now I see something that's been re-energized and going forward, because you've cleared out what does not need to be there anymore as well. And there is, again, things that are starting to respond to you. Respond, in a good way. Things that you've been waiting for things to happen. You can achieve this. You can receive this. There's something that I see is you're doing things the smart way as well. Okay, let's see what the Oracle deck from the Halloween deck has for you. Okay, winter, the sacredness of pausing. Ooh, that's very important. What we were talking about, the sacredness of pausing, of going. Oh, what a beautiful confirmation. Thank you. This is so important. Instead of we're saying exactly that. Everything is, going forward, but don't ignore what the universe has been sending you signs about, or from wherever you have been seeing signs or something that you feel. Don't ignore that. There is an absolute 100% agree with this sacredness of pausing. Go back, see something that needs to be cleared, something that needs to be aligned again or mended or healed, so you can continue having this freedom, and not feel like, because I'm getting the message trespass, like somebody or something is trespassing, something that should not be there. And you're clearing all those cobwebs here. And when you have that pause and you have that reflection, and I do see you dealing with it, the world is your oyster here. You are on that chariot marching forward. Love it.